You are watching the Sports Bio channel, while we are going to talk with one of the sports agents in Tanzania. Let's hear from him introducing himself.
My name is Abiola Babatunde and I'm from Nigeria. I'm a football agent and I represent players here in Tanzania and outside Tanzania.
Okay, how far have you seen the Tanzanian Premier League according to the women?
The Women Premier League in Tanzania is far growing beyond what we all expected, because a lot of the team have invested a lot of money in their team, and whenever you see them playing, you are happy to watch the players. Both the foreigner and the home base, they are all doing fantastically well. And the coaches and the management of each clubs are all supporting their club, and they are all doing very well. Make the fans happy to watch them, and anytime you see them traveling or maybe they are on the training ground, you can see a lot of fans coming out. That shows that the football here is growing beyond what people expected.
Yes, and how about the business aspect? How is the difference, how do you compare the business aspect in football from Tanzania to other sides like in Nigeria?
Actually, the differences there is clear. In Nigeria, we go in a direct way, but here, football means life to a lot of people, to the management, to the fans, and to the coaches, and to the players themselves. With the kind of support they are giving here, it shows that the football here is growing very high, and most of their games are always live. And by the end of the day, when you check it on YouTube, you see like a lot of 70,000 people have watched their game live. So that make it a bit difference. You understand? We all know Nigeria is a big country when it comes to football, but the way Tanzania football is going now is growing very fast.
And what are the challenges you face in your career?
Actually, there is no more challenges. The most important thing is that I'm always a targeted person. I'm always looking for the right person to work with, the right team to work with, and the right players to work with. So the only challenges I can say there is just moving from one country to another. That is the only thing I can say is a barrier.
Okay, and then we've seen a lot of agents here in Tanzania. Speaking about the Tanzanian agents, they act as agents, but it seems you act as a parent. What is your take to other agents?
Actually, the first thing for you to be an agent of a player, you must know the player very well. Don't know a player from far. Come closer to them. You're a brother, you're a father, you're a mother to them. Because when you take them from their comfort zone and take them to another country, that shows that you have to be there for them 100%, because the language is different, the food is different, the culture is different. So when you bring a player from a far country, the first thing, don't look at the money you are going to get from them. Support them, encourage them, guide them. So I think those are the most important things, because for them to come from a far country to this place, that shows that they are determined. So they only need little support from the agent and also from the team for them to give excellent results.
Okay, then there is this situation when you see we are talking about the main football. When you see the teams, the clubs like those giant, they reach far in the CAF Champions League or CAF Confederation League, but the Western clubs don't reach far. But when we come to national teams, national team levels, the national team of the Western countries seem to be greater than the East African clubs. What's the difference, or what do you see the problem there?
Yeah, what I can say there is that when you check the Western country football club, the investment there is very low compared to the big team here. Here they invested a lot of money. That is the reason why you see many big players from who have played in Europe still want to come to Tanzania to play. But when we check Western country, the club invested little, and many of their best players are always playing in a far country like in Europe, Asia. So whenever they have the national team duty, they invited them back, and with the experience they have got in those far countries, it makes them have a very good and a solid national team. So that is it.
And you've watched a lot of games to the women football. I think you've seen also the Tanzanian players that have a huge talent. How or what are you to advise those players so that they can reach abroad?
You know, first thing is not about having a talent, but ability for you to know the potential you have. You can go to the street and you see a lot of talented players out there, but at the end, maybe using of drugs, and maybe they don't take it so serious that football is beyond what they are saying. They end up being here. But when we see a good example is Samata, you see how far Samata has gone from Belgium, England, Turkey. He has gone far and near. That shows that he knows what he wants. First thing for a player must know what he wants. You have a dream, you have a vision, you have a passion. Don't go with the money first, because later the money will definitely come. So that is it. My advice for you is that focus on yourself, have a dream, have a target, and know exactly what you want and what you want to achieve in your career. Because there is no one that can force you to achieve anything. You are the one that can achieve it yourself. So that is it.